Alrighty, we're back over here on the 1960 Grumman Olson. I've got hornets flying around me. Okay, Grumman Olson. So we got it running, and I put it in first and reverse, and it moves forward and backwards. So we know our running gear is going to be good. We'll work on some brakes now. So here we go. We've got the old girl up on the lift, and got the front drums off, and the brakes look really good. The brake linings, the hardware, the springs, everything looks really good, like it's been gone through before with new hardware and all. Bearings are quiet, they're not loose or anything. But I don't have a brake pedal. So right there's the master cylinder, and we've got the top off of it, and I mean, you can push the brake pedal, and there's absolutely nothing. It's to the floor. So I've got the line off of the back of the master cylinder. I got the master cylinder actually filled with brake clean, but it won't even drain it out the back of the master cylinder. So obviously it's all gummed up in there. So we're going to have to put a master cylinder on it or rebuild it or something, whatever is available for this old girl. Yeah, after tearing the springs off of the brakes and pulling the cover off of the wheel cylinder there, you can see all the corrosion up on the piston there. If I can get the light shined right. That's always the problem, you know, getting your light to shine. But the piston there inside the cylinders froze up, so yeah, we'll either have to rebuild them or put some new ones on there. And then the master cylinder laying here. Yeah, she's a bit crusty. I assume you used to be able to pull this piston out here and put new O-rings in it and hone it out and rebuild it and everything, but I think they have gotten away from that years ago. You probably just have to get one from the remanufacturing company or get a brand new one if they even make them anymore. So we'll find out and continue on. Okay, we got the new master cylinder mounted in there. Had to make up a bracket to hold it, an adapter plate and bracket, because we can't find the original style master cylinder, but it's close enough. Got these 4 new wheel cylinders, getting ready to find out if they are correct. Hey guys, Gordon's here. Been a few days since I've filmed. Still over here on this Grumman Olson, and got all the wheel cylinders mounted and new rubber brake lines, and now we're just going to bleed the master cylinder and try to get some pressure to all 4 corners and get the wheels on so we can drive this thing finally. So we've got our master cylinder mounted and full of fluid, and I have it capped here at the rear, and I am bleeding the master cylinder, just pushing the brake pedal about every 30 seconds to a minute, and it should push all the air up out of the cylinder, and we should start getting a tight pedal soon. And at that point I'll hook all the brake lines up and bleed each corner. (1960) Grumman Olson. We got the brakes bled. We got brake pedal. We got the wheels back on it, brand new tires. Probably still going to have to run it with a mason jar full of fuel because I'm undecided whether to use the factory fuel tank yet or not.
Thing will haul everything you need it to.
Alright, we got this old girl sitting down on its new rubber. Looks nice. Cody's blowing her off. Getting her ready for a maiden voyage. Okay, we got the bus sitting on the ground on its new rubber. All the brakes are working. Cody's getting ready to crank.
Thing's got more ocean front window space than Arizona.
He's getting ready to take it on a little test drive around the pasture. Hopefully, we got the new choke cable on it. Let me see. Close this. We're just going to run it off of this fuel can for now because we tried to blow through the fuel tank and there's just
114 oxygenated fuel, regular fuel.
No flow. So I guess the
mixed with 2 quarts of moonshine, so it should run pretty good.
Probably the sock down there in the tank is clogged up. Fred, you all right?
Yeah. I gotta get out here and walk.
All right. Got movage. Sound too awful bad. Hopefully the brakes are going to work. No, they'll work. I made sure the pedal was nice and tight. He's having trouble hitting the gears. Whole thing looks good. That old transmission is probably not synchronized at all. All right, Cody getting rowdy. He's gonna flip it. I knew I should have drove. Running, driving, braking, 1960 Grumman. Hasn't run since the 80s. What do you think?
I think it's crazy, yeah.
What do you think?
I think it'd take a big chicken to lay a 100-pound egg.
Well, how did it feel though as far as, did it feel like it wanted to stall or was it running? Did you have to keep feathering it to keep it going?
No,
she's running?
Mm-hmm. She good.
All right, see if it'll crank right back up.
Heart rate works.
Crank right back up, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Top goes down, price goes up.
Nice. All right, I think next we'll have to change that generator out because the battery will just get dead on it. And the tank. You got to get the tank out, fuel tank, clean the fuel tank.
You want to hop in and let's go take it through all the gears?
No, I'm good. You took it through all the gears, didn't you?
No, I just hit second.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it will go. I don't want to go far in it with that generator like it is.
I'm just talking about it back, not far.
No. That's to come. Okay, Grumman Olson again, 1960. I'm gonna change this generator out to an alternator. And man, is it hard to get to. I mean, you can't get to it from underneath, from up front, or under here. I mean, I'd have to pull the radiator and the grill out, and I'm just not willing to do that. There's nothing leaking up there. I don't want to mess with that. So I've got the next section of the floorboard out below the pedals, that piece right there, to gain me a little better access to it. So see, the rear cone is missing off of it, and it is not charging whatsoever, so we're just going to convert it over to an alternator. Okay, so we got the generator off, and like I was showing you earlier, the tail cone is missing off of it, and it's just whoo, got nests and everything built all up in there. So had this alternator off of another old engine that's still good, but we're going to swap this alternator for this generator, and it's pretty much the same. I mean, you got a mounting ear here and a mounting ear here, and from this point out to the pulley, where the belt rides, it is very close to the same, maybe an 1/8 inch off, but that should be close enough where the belt will ride. And from here to here, these two mounting points are within a 1/4 inch of each other, which has just got a single swing arm mount up top, so that'll be adjustable. So it's really quite simple to put the alternator in place of the generator, and your charging system is just going to be so much better off. And you'll just run your battery 12 volt to here, and out of here you'll run to your 12 volt, and then one of these will go to your gauge. But it's simple, and it'll really pay off in the long run. Okay, so we got the alternator installed in the old girl. Cranked it up, and she's actually charging a little over 14 volts. So that's not too bad. And I've got the fuel tank out of it at the moment, and it's actually really clean inside of it. I was really surprised at how clean everything was. So I guess it had, the good old gas in it. But I have over here the sending unit and the pickup sock. They're soaking in carburetor cleaner. You couldn't even blow through it yesterday, so it soaked overnight. I'm going to see if we can get that clear and pulling gas through it, and then we'll get this tank back in there, and hopefully we'll be finished with this old girl, and we can take her for a real test drive. All Alright, we got this thing all buttoned up. We got the cover on the engine. We're going to take it down the road and see how she shifts and drives. And Cody at the wheel. And I have no seat belt and no seat to sit in. We got the fuel gauge in it. It's pulling fuel from its own source. The fuel gauge is working. Well, we'll just see if we can make it to the end of the driveway first. I know the refrigerator won't stay closed.
Yeah, me and John will drive.
Second. Third.
Little too much. There was a little too much.
And third. Fourth. Well, that's got a high end fourth gear ratio, don't it?
Yeah, there's something right there.
Huh?
Hey, watch me right there, make sure I don't hit now.
Good.
You all right?
Yeah, brakes feel good, don't they? We drive this thing to California.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Running good.
Breeze feels nice too.
Yeah.
That'd be a good breeze right there all the way to California, wouldn't it?
That would be a nice breeze. How many bicycles can you fit here, John?
All of them. Uh-oh. Something going on under there. Some smoky.
I'll just go right there.
Yeah, we're overheating a little bit. That's all right. Or maybe it blew a hose or something. We'll figure it out. Well, there it is, 1960 Grumman Olson, running and driving, but smoking. No biggie. I think we just got probably a blown hose. It's old hoses. We didn't put new ones on it, so we'll deal with it. Hey, appreciate y'all watching.